There's a moment every woman has felt, though few ever put it into words, that instant when a man's energy quietly shifts. The air suddenly feels heavier, his voice drops just a little, and without saying a single word, he tells you something raw, something real. You don't see it in his messages or his compliments. You feel it in how his body reacts when he's near you. And the truth is, most men don't even realize they're revealing it. Today, I want to help you notice the small, almost invisible signs that show when a man's body is craving you, not only in a physical way, but emotionally, deeply, instinctively, the kind of craving that he can't stop or hide, the kind that slips past logic and hits straight into his nervous system. Before we get into it, pause for a second and think of someone, that one man who makes your stomach tighten just by walking into the room. Maybe he's a friend, a co-worker, or someone who's been quietly circling your life for a while. You're not exactly sure what you are to each other, but something is there. He looks at you a second too long. He laughs a little louder when you're near. He seems calmer, more present when you're around. And you find yourself wondering, am I imagining this? Or is his body trying to tell me something? I used to believe attraction was all about words, the compliments, the teasing, the smart conversations. But then I started noticing what happens in silence. The way his breathing slows when you speak, the way his posture straightens when you walk by, the way his jaw flexes when he's trying to stay in control. None of that is random, it's instinctive. His body, without his permission, starts aligning with yours. This is what I call embodied desire, attraction that escapes the mind and shows up through instinct. And here's the beautiful paradox. Men often reveal their deepest feelings in the exact moments they're trying the hardest to hide them. The more he tries to act relaxed, the more his body betrays him. His pupils widen just slightly. When you make eye contact, his voice slows down. His shoulders angle toward you. He leans in, not because he's planning to, but because his whole nervous system wants to be closer. His body literally begins syncing with yours. Psychologists call it mirroring, but energetically it feels like magnetism. That's why sometimes you can feel his presence before he even speaks. His energy enters the space first. Have you ever noticed how some men seem calm and confident, but around you, something changes? There's a pause between their sentences, a breath that catches, a laugh that sounds a little too relieved. That's not performance, that's surrender. It's his body craving both safety and excitement at the same time. Two opposites colliding inside him, and maybe you've felt it too. That quiet electricity that fills the air when you're seen deeply without either of you saying a word. Let me tell you something. When a man's body is craving you, he doesn't move toward you with pressure. He orbits you. His gestures slow down. His movements get softer, more deliberate. His body starts listening to yours as if it's trying to decode your energy in real time. And here's what's really interesting. Most women confuse this energy with confidence, when in truth, it's vulnerability disguised as control. He's fighting the urge to close the gap, to touch your hand, to say something he knows could change everything. But instead, he holds back, not because he's unsure, but because the craving itself has power. That tension, that invisible pull between you, it's where attraction lives. It's what makes a room feel charged, even in total silence. But how do you know it's real? How can you tell the difference between kindness and desire, between friendliness and the body's confession? Let's explore that, because once you understand these signs, you'll never second guess a man's attraction again. You'll feel it before he ever says a word. The first sign is his focus. When a man's body wants you, his attention tightens naturally. The rest of the world fades, sounds blur, his senses lock onto you like gravity. He might glance away sometimes to seem composed, but his micro-expressions give him away. Watch his eyes when you speak. If he's truly drawn to you, they won't wander. They'll hold, soften, then quickly shift, almost like he's trying not to get caught staring. That flicker isn't shyness. It's his nervous system saying, I see her, I want her. You'll notice he listens differently too. He's not just hearing your words, he's absorbing your tone, your pauses, the rhythm of your voice. He leans in slightly, not to invade your space, but to connect. That's the magic word, connection. Attraction is biological alignment. It's two nervous systems syncing in real time. His body starts copying your pace, your gestures, even your breathing. It's one of the oldest, most automatic signs of desire, and no amount of pretending can hide it. Then comes the second sign, micro-tension. Every man trying to hold himself together around a woman he wants will show this. The way his jaw tightens just a bit, the way his shoulders square unconsciously, the breath he holds for half a second too long. His body is wrestling two instincts, control and surrender. Control says, don't show it. Surrender says, you already did. That tiny inner conflict is what gives him away. The stillness that feels charged. The quiet pauses that feel electric. You'll sense it, not just see it. His energy feels alive, almost humming. That's not your imagination. That's chemistry, dopamine, adrenaline, oxytocin, all rising together, preparing him for connection. And then there's the third sign, his protective posture. This one is beautiful because it shows emotional craving, not just physical desire. Notice how he positions himself when he's near you. Does he subtly angle his body between you and others? Does he step a little closer when someone else joins the conversation? That's not coincidence. It's instinct. His body is saying, I'm aware of you. He's not trying to dominate the space. He's quietly guarding it. When a man truly craves you, his movements slow down. His gestures become more careful, more thoughtful. His body language softens, yet his attention sharpens. It's his way of saying without words, you matter. He'll adjust his shirt, brush something off his sleeve, or run his hand through his hair right before he talks. Small grounding moves to calm the rush he feels inside. He's not acting or putting on a show. He's steadying himself. You'll notice it in his voice too. When he's relaxed, his tone gets deeper. When he's a bit nervous, it catches for a brief moment before settling back into that smooth, low sound. That's desire trying to balance itself, the body keeping control while emotion builds underneath. The next thing you'll see is his awareness growing sharper. He starts to pick up on tiny details, a change in your outfit, the way you fix your hair, or the scent of your perfume. He may mention it lightly, but his mind has already locked it in. Why does this happen? Because when men are drawn to someone, their senses heighten. Attraction triggers focus, and focus builds memory. He's literally imprinting you into his awareness, and if you ever wonder whether he's feeling it, watch how he reacts when your attention drifts. If he repositions himself, cracks a soft joke, or leans in to reconnect, that's his body trying to keep the energy between you alive. Even a moment of silence feels uneasy to him because, deep down, his system already links calmness with your presence. Then comes stillness. Many think men move more when they're attracted, but strong desire often brings quiet instead, a magnetic calm. When a man's body wants you deeply, he slows down. His movements grow smoother, his breathing steadier, his voice more intentional. It's his body grounding itself, trying to manage that emotional charge. The paradox is beautiful. The calmer he seems, the stronger the pull underneath. Because stillness isn't distance, it's focus. It's his way of keeping his feelings contained, trying not to reveal just how much he's drawn to you. If you look closely, his restraint becomes its own kind of communication. Every pause, every exhale, every half smile carries a message. He's not trying to charm you, he's trying not to lose control. And that, more than words, is what real craving looks like. But here's the deeper truth. Physical attraction fades fast. What lasts is emotional safety. When a man feels safe with you, his body softens, his jaw loosens, his breathing aligns with yours, his gestures lose their sharpness, he stops performing, he becomes present. His craving shifts from something wild and adrenaline-fueled to something deep and steady. That's when connection becomes addictive, when his nervous system links peace with your presence. Most women sense this change but doubt themselves. They mistake calmness for distance, silence for disinterest. But those are the most honest signs a man gives, because when his body is craving you, words don't carry the meaning anymore. Communication happens in breath, in space, in the quiet moments between between sentences. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you feel it, you'll recognize it anywhere. But there's one final sign that rises above all the rest. The moment his energy gives you emotional clarity, when his desire stops being tension and starts becoming truth, when a man's body truly craves you, something subtle yet powerful happens. His energy softens, not his masculinity, not his confidence, but the tightness he once held starts to fade. His walls lower without him even realizing it. He stops trying to impress and starts wanting to connect. You'll feel it in his gaze, not hungry, but deep. His attention lingers, his words slow down, his presence becomes fuller. That's when craving turns into trust. It's his body's way of saying, I feel safe enough to be real with you. And here's the beautiful twist, that safety makes his desire even stronger. Attraction without comfort fades, but craving that's rooted in peace becomes magnetic. That's when you notice something different. He doesn't lean forward to chase you anymore. His stillness pulls you in all by itself. That's what true chemistry is. Two nervous systems recognizing calm in each other. I used to think desire was all about pursuit, the constant messages, the big gestures. But over time, I learned something much deeper. The men who truly crave you don't chase. They don't have to. Their energy says it all. They make space that feels safe. And in that space, your feminine energy blooms. You feel open, calm, and at ease with him. Not because he's doing something special, but because his energy tells your body, you can relax, you're safe here. That's what masculine craving really is. It doesn't make noise, it steadies everything around it. So if you find yourself near a man whose energy feels grounded yet magnetic, whose eyes seem to hold you but never trap you, whose silence makes you feel noticed instead of ignored, don't doubt it. That's his body craving you. He may never put it into words, but his energy already has. The next time you sense that quiet, charged stillness, stop and breathe. Let yourself feel it. Understanding it gives you power. Not power to control him, but the power to see truth clearly. You'll stop reading mixed signals, stop chasing reassurance, stop doubting what you already know. You'll start to read energy like a language that never lies, and that changes everything, because once a woman learns to trust her intuition, to understand a man's body and energy, she stops playing games. She becomes the calm in his storm, the mirror that makes him feel both safe and alive. Every man, no matter how guarded, feels that difference instantly. Remember this, a man doesn't crave the woman who tries to impress him. He craves the one who makes his body exhale, who quiets his mind, slows his pulse, and makes his soul feel at home. That's you, when you stand in your peace, in your light, in your worth. So don't question your intuition, strengthen it. Don't chase his words, feel his energy. Because the truth is, men reveal more through silence than they ever do through words. If this message helped you see something you've always felt but couldn't explain, if it gave you a sense of clarity about the kind of connection your heart truly wants, then don't just scroll past. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and stay close. Here, we're not chasing love. We're learning to understand it. We're creating a space where women see what lies beneath the surface, where attraction turns into awareness, and where confidence is quiet but powerful. Because once you learn how to read energy, you'll never beg for attention again. You'll simply attract the kind of connection that feels calm, passionate, and real. So stay, grow, and remember, the right man will never confuse your heart. His body will show you everything long before his words ever do. There's another truth I want you to hold close after hearing this. When a man's body craves you, it's not just about physical chemistry, it's about emotional recognition. Deep inside his subconscious, he feels something familiar when he's near you, as if his nervous system remembers you from somewhere before. That's why his guard drops when he's around you, even when he doesn't plan to. It's not because you said the perfect thing or looked a certain way, it's because your energy feels like home. And here's where most women get attraction wrong. They think they have to do more to keep a man's attention. But the truth is, when a man's body craves you, he's already tuned into every signal you send. Your silence, your tone, your eye contact, even the rhythm of your breath. all of it, affects him. He's not thinking about it logically, he's feeling it. The masculine body is designed to respond to feminine energy like a compass finding its direction. The softer and calmer you are, the more steady he feels. That's the paradox. Your calm becomes his craving. I've seen so many women try to prove their worth to men, over-giving, over-explaining and overcompensating, thinking it will make him stay. But you don't need to do that, because craving doesn't start in the mind. It begins in the nervous system. You can't make him feel it with tricks or strategy. He feels it when you're grounded, present, and unattached to the outcome. That's when his body relaxes and his attraction deepens. The moment you stop trying to control how he sees you, you open space for him to feel you. That's what he's responding to. It's not perfection, it's presence. It's not confidence as a show, it's confidence as quiet peace. You see, when a man's body craves you, he's drawn to that peace more than anything else. Because deep down, every man, even the ones who seem strong and in control, is searching for a place to rest his energy. You become that place, not by doing more, but by knowing your worth. The more you anchor into your value, the stronger your energy becomes. That's the kind of magnetism that makes a man remember you long after you've left the room. It's not your perfume, not your hair, not even your laugh. It's that calm, magnetic energy that stays in his memory, like a melody he can't stop humming. And maybe you felt that before, when a man looks at you like he's trying to remember something he never wants to forget. That's his body craving what words can't explain. It's raw, honest, and deeply human. But here's what matters most. Your awareness of this gives you power, the kind of power that doesn't chase, manipulate, or beg, but simply attracts. You'll stop running after chemistry and start choosing alignment. You'll stop mistaking inconsistency for mystery, because now you know what real craving looks like. Not in fantasy, but in energy. You'll begin to see who's emotionally open, who's just curious, and who's truly connected. That kind of awareness saves you time, guards your heart, and raises your standards. So the next time a man stands before you, quiet, steady, and slightly nervous, don't rush to fill the silence. Let him stay in that energy. Let him feel it, because that's where true intimacy begins, not in words, but in presence. You don't have to chase connection when you are connection. Remember that. If you felt something move inside you while listening to this, that quiet reminder of your own strength, that sense that you are the calm in every storm, then go deeper. Subscribe, stay connected, and grow with this community of women who are learning to love without losing themselves, to attract without chasing, to read energy with confidence and clarity. Because once you embody this awareness, you stop waiting to be chosen, you start choosing, and that changes everything, not just your relationships, but your entire energy. So listen closely, love deeply, trust your intuition, and never forget this: when a man's body craves you, it's not because you fit his type, it's because in your presence, he finally feels something rare, peace wrapped in passion. That's what draws him, that's what keeps him, and that's what he'll never forget.